In today's video, I want to break down for you exactly how we built a $50,000 plus pipeline for our marketing client in literally less than a week, just using cold email. So if you watched my last video, you would know that working with the best offers for your lead generation agency is the absolute key to success in 2025. Now, off the back of that video, I literally partnered with another marketing agency and launched a campaign for them last week, and I want to show you the results live and exactly how I've achieved this. You can see the results on my screen here. We achieved a 6.7% reply rate, 36 replies, after just sending 536 emails. 66.7% of the replies were actually interested. That's 24 positive replies, 24 opportunities, and I think he's taken so far 6 sales calls and a few more in the pipeline. This is definitely going to lead to a close. The sales cycle for this, because it's higher ticket, about £10,000 setup, is around 2 to 3 weeks. So let's see how many of those close. But we've been able to generate a ton of opportunities in literally less than a week just by running the fundamentals of this campaign. You can see it's literally only been sending 2 actual days of sending to achieve these numbers. Now I want to walk you through the process that has allowed me to do this and just spin up campaigns to see success very, very quickly. And if you're watching this, hopefully you can copy my exact strategies and do the same thing to see success. If you want access to the exact sort of scripts, frameworks, templates we're using to create campaigns like this and generate this amount of revenue for our clients, then click the link below. I have a completely free school community where you can watch everything and get access to everything. But nonetheless, let's get into this. So there's really 3 steps to any successful outreach campaign. I want to go over them with you. The first step was all actually around finding the right niche that we could go into and get the maximum results from. In this case, it was actually a Middle Eastern based niche, and we went for wealth managers in the UAE. The reason being they're very, very receptive to the type of offer that we were going after, and by targeting the Middle East or Dubai, it means that these people were contacted nowhere near as much as the exact same people in the UK and the US. This means already that the likelihood that they're going to reply is substantially higher, and we'll already get more results just by doing that. The reason why we picked wealth managers is they have a very high lifetime value of a customer and they can make a lot of money from them, right? So it means that they are able to spend to acquire customers to actually profit off the back of that. For example, if you're trying to sell to marketing agencies that are charging $1,000 a month, or software companies that are charging $59 a month for a subscription, you're simply not going to be able to generate the volume of sales that is required for them to make a substantial amount of money. Whereas one customer for a wealth manager could be in excess of $100,000 of lifetime value, right? So it's worth focusing on these customers where they have a very high LTV, meaning you'll make more money per sale, especially if you're doing this on a performance base for your clients. Once we decided on wealth managers in Dubai being the foundation of this campaign, then we obviously developed the script. Now, the script is the second most important part of this. That's step number 2. And what I actually done to create this script was, I don't have a clue about wealth managers. I don't have a clue about wealth managers in Dubai, and I don't know how to sell to them. That's honestly me just telling the truth. What I done was use Claude AI and deep research to write this script for me. And this is the exact script that has generated these results. Most people think AI can't write copy because they're just still going off ChatGPT. But I'm telling you, if you put the right frameworks in, and I have frameworks in the school community that you can use yourself, and you put these into Claude and other deep research tools, you can create copy that will convert like this. Very successful performing high converting copy that you can literally put straight into your cold email campaigns and start generating results straight away. What I done was I gave Claude some context around who we're selling to, wealth managers in Dubai, gave it a framework that we use. The typical framework that we use, it goes something like this. Hey name, if we could generate outcome in time frame without pain for you, would that be of interest? Then we include some sort of lead magnet that is relevant to this market. And no, this isn't a PDF. No, this isn't an ebook. No, it's not a free guide. It's something that's genuinely valuable to this market. In this case, I'm happy to just share it with you. What we actually used was a referral scheme that will partner wealth managers with accountants, lawyers, and other types of businesses that will service high net worth individuals. That is a genuinely valuable lead magnet, not just pitching some sort of ebook that no one wants. That will then include a CTA or a call to action, which will ask them if they're open to receiving this lead magnet. By pitching the lead magnet instead of the call, it makes it so much easier for people to say yes, which then you can ascend them into selling the call anyway. Then what you want to do is finish with a PS line with some social proof or risk reversal. Social proof is simply case studies, if you have any in this market, and it allows you obviously to build more trust and credibility with your prospects when reaching out to them. If you don't have any case studies, and I know a lot of you watching this probably may be in that position, Don't worry, you can include a risk reversal. So this effectively means de-risking the offer for the prospect, what it actually means if you don't achieve this result. So maybe it's PS, we work on a performance basis, or PS, you only pay when you get results, or PS, we have a 3-client guarantee, right? Meaning that you can de-risk the offer for the prospect. Then all we do is we put this framework into Claude, like I said, with a bit of information about the avatar and what we're trying to sell, and let Claude create 3 variations of this copy, which we can then split test in sequences instantly. Then the third most important thing that allowed us to book this many calls, given these opportunities from this campaign, was handling responses. Getting back to the responses as soon as physically possible. So when you're getting replies from your email outreach, a lot of you, and I know this because I've coached a few people like this, are kind of sometimes hesitant in terms of what to say or what to respond or how to get back to them. The biggest thing that matters the most in terms of response handling from your outreach campaigns is speed to lead time. The quicker you get back to your leads, the more likely it is they're going to jump on the call and they're going to close. So the most important thing is definitely by far just getting back to your leads as fast as possible. All you really want to do is show some value around the lead magnet, what you've actually said you're going to send them, whether it's some referral scheme network like I mentioned, or maybe it's a blueprint that you can send them with regards to how they can implement this specific automation in their business. Send them a short document presentation around this and include your calendar link below. Ultimately, what you want the actual document to be is a sales asset that's going to work on starting to sell them on your solution. Once you've sent that over to them, then obviously you can send your calendar link and get them to book in. Now, of course, out of the 24 opportunities we generated, not all of them are going to book into a call. We typically have a 30 to 40% KPI on having all of these positive replies to book into a call. Right? Some of them are going to fall out of the process. Some of them are not going to be interested after we send the lead magnet. They're just there for the free information. But as long as we can get 30 to 40% of those calls booked in, we'll have a profitable, scalable campaign. The other thing to note is how important the follow-up process is as well on these positive leads. So it's very common that you might send the lead magnet and send some more information to a prospect and then going to ghost you maybe, or they're not going to reply for a couple of days. What we want to do is not assume that they're not interested, but we want to follow up every single day for 7 days after they've shown some interest in us, right? Send some more value, send some more case studies if you have them, send more process documents, more sales assets, YouTube videos, anything that's going to be valuable to them, send that over. That's just going to increase the likelihood that they actually book in and book a call with you. But if you're doing all 3 of these things, finding unique niche markets that you can actually reach out to that no one else is targeting, with a great offer that's actually scripted by AI to deeply understand their pain points and handling these responses as soon as possible, you can be building pipelines like this for your own agency or for the people that you're partnering with. If you want to learn a little bit more around how you can build a lead generation agency like this to hit over $10,000 per month, click the link below and you can schedule a call with me and my team. Hopefully this video has been useful and I'll see you on the next one.